In terms of shooting, I know a lot of people were talking about different shot meter options and whatnot. I know this is something that you really like in the game this year. What kind of examples of shot meters can you share with the fans?
So you can have it by the hands, which is the default meter, and you can have different green light animations, okay?
How about
so
that?
when you hit a
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, after a 16-year run where they made the playoffs 15 times and won the NBA title in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks have missed the postseason the last 3 years. But by bringing in 2019 Rookie of the Year Luka Doncic and trading for All-Star Kristaps Porzingis, there's a lot of confidence in Dallas that they will soon be back in the hunt. Kevin?
Seems like they are. Thanks, DA. Here we are in the West early in the season. You look at the Lakers, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And, of course, there's Dallas, 2 games back.
You know, right now, Dallas, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
It just feels like they're sputtering right now. Every time you think they've turned the corner, they really haven't.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And for the Mavericks, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Rondo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Doris, what do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
Individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number one, he's putting in a system. Number two, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language. Not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's. And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. Passes it to Doncic. Shoots from 12. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Oh, Kuzma's in position. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Unable to get the ball in bounds. We're about 1 minute into the first. Barea looking over the floor. Goes back up and stolen by Kuzma. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
I don't think you can stop LeBron James when he starts off to fly like that. Might as well just start.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's good.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Rondo against Barea. And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Davis. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Rondo against Barea. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
LeBron outside. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Back to Barea. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Doncic, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Doncic with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge.
Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
Kuzma outside. To the paint. Here's Davis. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way.
Correa, the pass to Porzingis. Now Marjanovic. Doncic feeling it out. Lock at 6. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Rondo against 3. Los Angeles with another miss. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Doncic dishes to Barea. Shoots from the line. He shoots again. And Marjanovic with the layup. And that ties it up.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
I thought they had that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, Greg, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Now, here's Green. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He kicks it to Davis. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Hardaway. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Doncic, no good.
Just doing the job on the back.
To love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
Now, here's Green. Outside for Rondo. To stop the drought. And there's a nice layup by Kuzma.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing Porzingis, not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Barea. 20 points for him last game against the Nuggets, and just 5 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's LeBron. He has 6. Rondo finds Kuzma. Mavericks with the rebound. The game. Barea with it. And the pass to Marjanovic. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. James looking it over. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rondo passes to LeBron. Back to Rondo. Kicks to James. Over in the corner, Green. Bangs home the trifecta.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to Denver. Barea, the pass to Hardaway. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And LeBron throws it down.
That's a vicious assault on the rim by LeBron. Incredibly, plenty of bounce in his step.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Doris, Danny Green included in that Kawhi DeRozan trade, and he's an underrated player in his own right.
No doubt, Kevin, because when you examine the net rating, which is basically what impact does a player have on winning, Danny Green is one of the best in the league. This guy is an all-defensive guy. He can make shots when he's open. You can plug him in at a couple of different positions. So much to like about Danny Green.
Looking at who's out there now for the Janovic. Maxi Kleba comes in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Now here's James. 8 points for him. For three, Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Brunson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history.
Top of the key. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Brunson, the College Player of the Year back in 2018, fell to the second round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA. This young man has been around the game since his formative years, and you can see it in his game. Howard heads for his mid-30s. I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder. I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Cook, the pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope outside. Howard up on top. Shoots from 12. Headshot. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
Here is Howard. The Mavericks making the shot. James outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Caldwell Pope. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
How many take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Wright finds Doncic. Over James. Doncic, no good. Lakers leading by 5. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Shoots over Doncic. The offensive rebound. Pass to Cook. And here is Howard. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from McGee. And the Lakers
landing a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Doncic, no good.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here's Howard. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, Greg, you cannot allow your opponent going to get you beat night after night.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Wright outside. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Pass back to LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. To the middle. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Doncic gets it to go.
I tell you what, it's always the game from this seat.
LeBron against Doncic. LeBron kicks to Cook. He dishes it to McGee. Knocked loose. 5 to shoot. Doncic with the steal. Here's Wright. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half.
Here is Cook. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Throws it up high, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
The culture, you saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
DeJuan Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Kleba in at the press.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
In the corner, it's Kleba. Dallas moving it around. And the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
Okay,
well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. After the miss from JaVale McGee. Yes, that goes in.
Caldwell Pope, a solid shooter, and I think he'll only get better with time. And in their history, the Dallas Mavericks have never moved up in the draft, and they needed to do so this summer to keep their pick.
Well, you think about it, Greg, they went into it with a little over a 26% chance to move up into the top 4. That did not happen. The Hawks collecting that 10th pick from the Luka Doncic trade.
Free throw drops for Wright. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age, and would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Here's Doncic. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated and work on the glass, what a well-rounded performance.
Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Caruso. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Brunson. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Here's Caruso. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside Bradley. Pass to Caruso. Offensive rebound. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Outside Bradley. Dishes it to Dudley. And there's the feed to McGee. They shoot again. Back to Dudley. And it's blocked. Wright looking around. Now the pass to Brunson. Now Doncic. Shoots over Bradley. Doncic, no good. Lakers leading by 3. The steal. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Here's Kleba. Wright outside. Brunson finds Wright. Back to Brunson. 5 on the clock. McGee with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Anthony Davis comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And now a moment to see the stats for Kuzma. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Marjanovic checked in for Powell. The second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Porzingis against Kuzma. Porzingis passes to Doncic. A second chance effort, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And it's tied up with that one. And you look at Luka Doncic, 6'7", about 220 doors. Is he a point guard? A point forward? I mean, where's he fit?
Well, I think in today's modern NBA, where we talk about positionless basketball, he's the perfect fit regardless of where you put him. He can defend wings, he can defend forwards, and offensively, you want him to be in command of the basketball.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Bucket is good. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavericks.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury 19 campaign, never an easy road to start him.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Alex Caruso. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Dallas gets called for the foul. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an presence on the floor.
Now here's Berea. Pass to Doncic. With the fadeaway. And no good as it rattles out.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Kuzma.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
They'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Doncic. Over Green. On deep. Perea. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 4. Rondo dishes to Green. Loads it up for Davis. That one, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection to it if given the opportunity.
Perea finds Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic outside. They get the rebound.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Green passes to Kuzma. Now here's Rondo, guarded by Doncic. Rondo. Here's Kuzma. Porzingis with the block. Now Perea. He's got 5. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The Mavericks leading. Perea, the pass to Hardaway. Feeds to Doncic. No good. Shot missing. Great tee that time from Green. Davis, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Doncic outside. And Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Here's Doncic. Good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist. 13 points for Luka Doncic.
Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Now here's Davis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Now here's Perea, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Outside Davis. And Davis throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see.
All time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Lakers working the ball around now. James finds Davis. James outside. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Back to Barea, uncovered, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Barea's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. LeBron against Doncic.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Doncic. Over James. Doncic, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. Boy, a wide open one he'd like to have back.
There's 1:38 left here in the second, and it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas. The Lakers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Wright. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Now here's James. 1:02 left to play in the first half. He feeds it to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the half. The pass to Doncic. Over James. Doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
I go for it.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Lakers on the break. Green with the ball. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Davis with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Brunson following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Porzingis. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Cook. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
You have to love the mindset of Porzingis trying to contest every shot he can. Plays with so much energy.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And let's get your thoughts, Ken.
For dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Second exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for the Lakers right now, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. From deep three-point range, Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lakers passing it around. James finds Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here, Doncic outside. Shoots from the right block. LeBron with the block.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Doncic outside. Doesn't go either for Doncic.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
There's Green with the 3. Rondo on top, guarded by Barea. Kuzma kicks to James. Shoots over Doncic. James, no good. Mavericks trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Hardaway gets
For 4 to start the half, they get 1 to fall.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. LeBron passes to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Kuzma. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here's Barea. He has 7. No one covering.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Doncic against LeBron. Over to the left wing. Here's Davis outside for Rondo. Back to Davis. Inside, Kuzma. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. Outside Hardaway. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Hardaway. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Kleba. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now?
See many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence, California, first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Caldwell Pope against Hardaway. Here's Caruso. LeBron outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Laker lead. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Doncic against Kuzma. Caruso, the pass to McGee. LeBron against Porzingis. Lakers working the ball around now. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
10. Passes it to Doncic. And he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How he did last season. Averaged 18 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic, coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Caruso. Pass to McGee. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The pass to Caruso. Down low. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McGee. Unloads from 13. And James with the basket on the assist by McGee. 20 points for LeBron.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Now here's Wright. 8 points for him. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by James. Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Howard. Again, the Lakers.
Well, this is a sign that Dwight Howard is adding to his game. Really good job at this stage of his career to knock down.
Here's Doncic. He's got 22. Passes it to Powell. Back to Doncic. Six on the shot clock. Goes up at the stripe. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Caruso. Unloads from 13. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 4. Got a piece of it. Howard with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. McGee, the pass to Caruso. Tries again. And Howard finishes it off. Howard's got 8 points.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and
Howard. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. For Dallas, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Now, here's Doncic. 24 points for him. And the dunk by Doncic.
if he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Covering. Caldwell Pope on the wing and stolen by Wright. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Fifth on the list, JaVale McGee.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
James against Doncic. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts. Now Brunson. 7 points in the game. And the Mavericks call time here. You look at James, what a contribution.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. This is checked in for JaVale McGee. Avery Bradley comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Brunson. And here is Doncic. Good D by LeBron.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Howard kicks to Bradley. Mavericks with the rebound. Right side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wright's got 10.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Howard. He's got it. Here's Davis. He kicks to LeBron. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Tuesday, They'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And that matchup against the Heat, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to going after the #1 team right now in our league. They feel they can get the W.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 6-point game. Takes it from 10, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. L.A. has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. James finds Howard. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Dallas ball. With the long ball since entering the second half. Doncic, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pass to Howard. Back to James. The pass to Cook. 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. And he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got 12 in the game.
If there's a list of the best, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Doncic with it. Fires at the elbow. Off on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Los Angeles leading by 8. We've got Doncic, Bogdanovic, Brunson, and it's right in at the 2-guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Howard. The rebound by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Looking to get back on track here, and the layup at 28.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
James finds Howard. Back to LeBron. Here is Davis, guarded by Doncic. Fade away. Doncic with the steal. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Right outside. Pass to Powell. Back to right. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the rim.
No good on the free throw. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Luka Doncic. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kuzma's checked in. Now here's James, and they double up James. There's the dish to Green. Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Here's Davis. And that one hits back iron. Mavericks trailed by Hardaway from outside. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. That's now 8 points for Tim Hardaway.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Now here's Barea. Kicks to Powell. 6 to shoot. Connects from 3-point range.
and an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The three from LeBron. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
Now here's Barea. Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball. And finished off by LeBron.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, it helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And so here is Dallas after the basket by Los Angeles. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, Porzingis. Right outside. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Down low in the post.
James outside. Davis, the pass to Green. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here is Barea. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Now here's James. Outside, Davis passes it to Green. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Wright finds Barea. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Barea. Can't tie it up. Is that
to tying it up?
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here is Barea. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. For 3. They grab their own miss. Powell, that's good.
I'll tell you, Kevin, you have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Now here's James. He kicks it to Davis. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there.
Making the
and it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Powell trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Barea.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Here's LeBron. That's in there. Davis with the assist. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right here.
So it's the Mavericks now. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Barea kicks to Wright. Pass to Porzingis. He can't get that one to fall. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 6-point Laker lead.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct.
Right outside. There's the pass to Pop. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. And it's Rondo in the corner. LeBron. Pass to Green. 5 on the clock. Davis down low. Powell on him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas.
At the line for the Lakers, Anthony Davis. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Davis. Mavericks trail by 6. On the Porzingis trying to get free, but they get it back. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time.
He hits the second from the line. Lakers leading by 5. Now Rondo. Outside, Green. Here's Davis. And Kuzma slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in command.
And the rejection by James. Floats it up for Davis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
And here, tipped away. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And Rondo is a dime dropper. One of the best passing point guards our game has ever seen.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Down by 12. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Porzingis. Clock at 4. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Now here's Rondo. Outside, Green. To the inside. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by James. Kuzma's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. Barea with it. Pass to Porzingis. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Rondo. Davis kicks to James. Shot clock at 6. Outside Rondo. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
To the right side. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist. Perea's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Now here's James. To the middle, here's Kuzma. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Kuzma's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And this got it going. You've got to keep getting him opportunities.
Here's Porzingis. Here's Perea. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This is JJ's play. Great quickness coming off the pick and roll situation. Never know whether he's going to shoot it or pass it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 12. 1:27 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. .127 left in the fourth quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Lakers foul. Rajon Rondo. That's his third personal foul.
Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And during the long NBA season, we'll give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LeBron.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
And I'll tell you, Greg, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Side Green. Now here's James. Rondo scanning the floor. And so the Lakers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, you know, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. You know, we were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, you know, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did, come out of that timeout and never look back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you.
As always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.